to this week's edition of Schwetting with Schwettbutt. I'm your host, Chet Schwettbutt, and this week our special guest is world-renowned travel writer Lou DiFigliano, author of such works as Alaska, Why Did We Buy It?, New Mexico, Let's Just Give It Back to Old Mexico, and Brazil, All We Have Is Beaches. Lou, your latest work is Views from the Rocking Chair. Would you mind telling us what that story is all about?
You know, just sitting here in my rocking chair, and I decided I'm just gonna write a book about it. I'm sitting here in Topeka, Kansas, just sitting here looking at the landscape, looking at it, you know, it's very flat. It just goes on, forever. You know, my dog ran away 3 days ago, and I'm still watching him run. He's not coming back.
Lou, what would you say makes the ultimate travel experience?
You know, I find that as long as you're traveling and you stay in a motel that has a nice front porch and a nice rocking chair, and the mini fridge is stocked up well with Jack Daniels and peanuts, you're gonna have yourself a pleasurable trip.
Lou, you've been writing for a very long time. How would you say the industry has changed?
Just thinking about Google.com and how you can click on the little Google letters, but nobody ever does. You can type something in, and you click on the big G or the little two O's or the little G, or the L or the E, and you can click on them and something happens, but nobody ever clicks on them because it's stupid. It's just stupid, Google. You take that feature right off your website. Stupid.
Lou DiFigliano, the world knows you as a renowned author, but the world does not know much about your childhood. Would you please divulge some information about your mysterious upbringing?
Oh, back in the 80s, we'd had such a great time with our Nash skateboards. Nash Skateboards, the only company that came up with more neon colors than Crayola.
Lou, in your latest book, you've devoted an entire chapter to Nash skateboards. Please tell me the significance they have played on your life.
Nash Skateboard, the only skateboard company who encases their skateboards with 14 pounds of die-hard cast plastic. But I could go on and on all day about how great Nash Skateboards are. Nash Skateboards can survive a nuclear explosion. But you know what company I don't like? Huffy Bicycles, the only bicycle company who still makes bicycles with white tires. And they're the kind of tires you don't have to pump up. They're perma-pump. Perma-pump Huffy white tires. Who the hell would want to ride a bicycle with white tires?
Lou, the media acknowledges that you do not do many autograph signings. How do you keep in touch with your fans?
Think about my MySpace page, which I haven't updated in over 8 months.
Lou, if you're not updating your MySpace page, then what are you doing on your computer in your free time?
You know, got my computer hooked up. It's an old Hewlett-Packard from 1996. It has no online capabilities. But I'm sitting here playing on my computer. I'm sitting here, not online. I'm playing Ski Free. You remember Ski Free, the little game where you use your mouse and you can ski down and little monsters come at you, and there's a snowboard that'll knock you over sometime. Sitting here playing Ski Free, just wondering what happened to all the Hardee's restaurants.
Lou, now that you mention Hardee's, I have to wonder, since you've traveled the world over multiple times, where is your favorite place to eat?
I used to love driving down south, Highway 95, just every 20 miles stopping at a Hardee's, using the bathroom if I gotta use the bathroom. I would ride in the little bitty merry-go-round and just enjoy my time and my food at Hardee's. Getting the hamburger, getting some of Hardee's French fries, some of the greatest French fries ever. But what happened to all the Hardee's restaurants?
Lou, you've accumulated quite the fortune over your long and luxurious career. What do you do with your investments?
You know, I've been an investor with Papermate pens for the last 20 years of my life. I haven't lost any money and I haven't made any money. They're just Papermate pens, always coming out with an average product. Never as sharp as Sharpie and never as big as Bic. Papermate pens.
Lou, I have an email question from listener Dave Eats 4 Pizzas. He wants to know, what do you do for hobbies?
You know, I have a very large collection of pound puppies in my basement, which I was going to sell on eBay, but it turns out that nobody has a give a damn for them. Nobody wants my pound puppies. And I've got them all.
Mr. DeFigliano, I understand you are an exercise buff. Is that correct?
About to go for a jog. Yeah, that's right. I got my sneakers on. I got my old British Knights on. Just about to go for a jog. About to pump them up on the tongue. Realize that my British Knights, they don't pump up. The British Knights cost me $74.99. And they don't even have a pumping tongue. But they do light up at night. So oncoming traffic can see me jogging at night that's when I do my jogging. With my British Knights on.
Lou, I understand that you come from quite the interesting pedigree. Would you mind telling us a little about that?
Yeah, I got my acting degree from the Cliff Howard School of Acting. I was in the same graduating class as Norm Macdonald and Christopher Titus. And, you know, Adam Carolla was in our graduating class, but he dropped out mid-semester. How is this guy getting work? How did he land a gig on The Man Show? This guy is not funny. Only 1% of his jokes even strike my funny bone. This man is a loser.
It seems you have a big personal problem with Mr. Carolla.
Adam Carolla is a horse-faced, not funny loser.
That's all the time we have for this week's program. Well, I would like to thank our guest, Lou DeFigliano, for stopping by this week on Schwetting with Schwettbutt. I'm your host, Chet Schwettbutt. Check back next week for more exciting interviews with the luxurious, fabulous people of Hollywood, California. Schwetty, Schwetty, Schwettbutt!